A parachutist, after bailing out, falls 15 meters without friction. When the parachute opens, it decelerates at 2 meters per second square. He reaches the ground with a speed of 3 meters per second. At what height did he bail out? Okay, that means from a particular height the parachutist jumped. Okay, so initially the velocity is 0. Okay, then initially there is no friction, so this motion is motion under gravity up to 50 meter. Up to 50 meter, this is to be a motion under gravity. Okay, the height is now it is this. Okay, clear? Then, so the acceleration is downward. This with some velocity it will reach us to this distance. That means from here. Okay. After that, the parachute opened. So there is a deceleration, that is deceleration acting on it. Okay. So now the parachutist is to be tried to decelerate. That is, what is the rate of deceleration? That is 2 meter per second square. Okay, A is equal to meter per second square. Okay, this. So it will be covers the remaining distance, that is capital H. Okay, with this velocity. Clear? Okay. So what we need to find out, he was to be bailed out from the which height? That means this is the total height, H smallest plus capital H. First we need to find out what velocity it will reach us to this point. Okay. So for that we can use this formula, that is V square is equal to U square plus 2GH. Clear? Here V square is equal to U square value is to be 0 plus 2 into G value is 9.8, and what about the H value? H is 50. Okay, so how much you will get? That is to be 980 you will get, that is V square. So V is equal to square root of 980. Okay, and we keep us like that. Next, with this velocity it started to move. Okay, so next we will find out how much is the distance is to be covered. We need to find it. Okay, so now I will be take this. So V square is equal to U square plus 2G capital S. Okay, not G, the acceleration, the deceleration is to be going on, so minus A we will see. Okay, clear? So U is the initial velocity, that is V. What is this value? And what about final velocity? It will be strike the ground with the velocity of 3 meter per second. So we can substitute here. Here 9 will get, that is 3 square here. 980 you will get, and minus 2 into, sorry, minus 2 into 2 into H value. What about the capital H value? That we don't know. Okay, so substitute here. So what you will get? 9 minus 980 divided by, what you will get? 2 into 2. Minus 2 into 2 is equal to capital H. So H is equal to what you will get? 971. Okay, sorry, 971 divided by 4. Okay, 971 divided by 4. What is about 971 divided by 4? That is 243 you will get. Capital H is equal to 243. Then this is the H value. So we need to find out in what height it is to be bailed out. So total height is equal to H plus capital H, that is 243 plus 50. So 293. Okay, meter. This height, this parachute is bailed out. Okay, this is about the type 4. Now we will see type 5. A rubber ball is dropped from a height of 5 meter on a plane. On bouncing, it rises to 1.8 meter. The ball loses its velocity on bouncing by a factor. In this problem, they have given us a ball is dropped from the 5 meter. Okay, so this is the 5 meter height. They are to be dropped a ball. Okay, Clear? And it will be striking with the velocity v. While striking, it lost some velocity, then it will goes to up, and it reaches to 1.8 meter. While reaching the 1.8 meters, velocity become 0. Initial velocity is here 0. And taking the case 1. What about the case 1? Case 1 is the downward motion I am taking. That is motion under gravity. So with what velocity it will strike the ground, I am going to find. That is v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. V square is equal to g value is to be, u value is to be 0 plus 2 into g value. Here we can take it as 10. G is equal to 10 meter per second square. Okay. 10 into h value is to be 5. So you will get it as 100, you will get v square. So v is equal to 100 square root, that is 10 meter per second. So with the 10 meter per second, this ball strike the ground. Okay. This is about the case 1. Next we will see the case 2. Case 2 is the upward motion. Okay. In the upward motion, the final velocity is to be 0. What about the h? H is 1.8 meter. Okay. We need to find out what is the initial velocity. Okay. So v square is equal to u square minus 2gh, because it is an upward motion. The acceleration is in downward. So 0 square is equal to u square. We don't know, minus 2 into 10 into h is 1.8. Okay. So how much you get? This will come to this side. So 36 is equal to u square. So u is equal to 6 meter per second. This is the velocity at which the body started to go upward. So the velocity lost by a factor. That means we can find out the initial velocity minus final velocity divided by the initial velocity. Okay. So lost a factor. So that is how much is the initial? 10 minus 6 divided by 10. That means you can get here 4 by 10. 4 by 10 means 2 by 5. Okay. So the velocity lost by a factor of 2 by 5. Now we will see type 6. A ball dropped from a high-rise platform at t is equal to 0. After 6 seconds, another ball thrown downwards with a velocity v. Two balls meet at 18 seconds. What is the v value? Okay. So what is the question? From a particular height, two balls are to be dropped. The first ball is to be dropped with an initial velocity when the time is equal to t is equal to 0. After 6 seconds, another ball is to be thrown. After 6 seconds, another ball is to be thrown from the same height, from the same position. Okay. So this case first we will see. Okay. So look at this. How much is the distance covered this ball in 18 seconds? So s is equal to ut plus half at half gt square. This is motion under gravity. Okay. So u value is 0. So half into g value is 10 into t is 18 into 18. Okay. So this you will get 1620 you will get. Okay. So that is the distance covered by the first ball in 18 seconds. After 6 seconds, another ball is thrown downward with a velocity v. Okay. So these two balls, initially we dropped a ball and this ball meet at 18 seconds. That means the distance covered by this ball after 12 seconds is equal to the distance covered by the first ball after 18 seconds. Okay. So we will consider the distance covered by this ball in 12 seconds. That is s is equal to ut plus half gt square. S value, this value, that is how much? That is 620 is equal to u value is v, and the t value is 12 plus half into g value is 10 into t square is 12 into 12, that is 12 square. Okay, so here 620 is equal to V into 12 plus 5 you will get into 144. So what about V? V is equal to 1620 minus 5 into 144 divided by 12. This you will get it as 75 meter per second. Okay, this is about the type 6. Now we will see type 7. A stone falls freely under gravity. It covers a distance h1, h2, h3 in the first 5 seconds, next 5 seconds, next 5 seconds respectively. The relation between h1, h2, h3 we need to find. Okay, they given that a stone is to be falls first 5 seconds h1 distance, next 5 seconds h2 distance, and next 5 seconds h3 distance. That means look at here. Okay, so initial velocity is 0 after t is equal to 0 after 5 seconds. It has some velocity after 5 seconds. That is now the time is after 5 seconds. The distance covered by this body is h1. Okay, clear? Okay, again after 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, that means after 5 seconds. Now it is 10 seconds. The distance covered is h2. Okay, again after another 5 seconds. That is now the time is to be 15 seconds. The distance covered is h3. Okay, this is to be the thing. Clear? Okay, so we need to find out the relation between h1, h2, h3. We need to find it. Okay, clear? Okay. So first I am going to consider this case by using S is equal to ut plus half gt square. This is a motion under gravity. Initial velocity is 0. What about S? S is h1. Okay, time t I am taken as 5 seconds. So half into g into how much I will get? That is 5 square I will get. Okay, that is h1 is equal to half into 10 into 25. 10 divided by 2, 5. So 5 into 25, 125 I will get. That is h1. Okay, then I will find out after 10 seconds how much distance travel. Okay, so s is equal to half gt square because initial velocity is 0. Okay, yes, if the time is to be 10 seconds, if t is equal to 10 seconds, s is equal to h2 plus h1. Okay, after 10 seconds distance. So h1 plus h2 is equal to half into 10 into how much? 10 square. 10 square you will get. Okay, so 5 into 100, that is 500 you will get. That is h1 plus h2. From this, what is h2? h2 is equal to 500 minus h1. That is h2 is equal to 500 minus h1. That is 125. So h2 what you will get? That is 375 you will get. 375 meter. This is 125 meter. Clear? Next we will find out after 15 seconds how much distance is traveled. Okay. So if t is equal to 15 seconds, s is equal to how much? h1 plus h2 plus h3. Okay. This total distance. So what do you get? So h1 plus h2 plus h3 is equal to half into 10 into t is how much? 15 into 15. So 15 into 15 is how much? 225. 225 into 5. So you will get as 1125 you will get. Okay, that is h1 plus h2 plus h3. We need h3. So h3 is equal to 1125 minus h1 minus h2. Okay, so 1125 minus 125 minus 375. So how much? 1125 minus 500, that is 625 you get. That is h3. Okay, clear? This h1 is 125. Then what about this h2? This is, we can write it as h2 is equal to 3 times of h1. Okay, Clear? And 625 is to be how much times? You look at this, how much time? That is 5 times. So H3 is equal to 5 times of H1. Okay. So from this we can say that from this what about H1? H1 is equal to H2 divided by 3. What about H1? H3 divided by 5. So the relation between them is we can write as H1 equal to what you will get, H2 by 3 is equal to H3 divided by 5. This is the answer for this type. Now we will see type 8. A water drop falls at regular intervals from a tap 5 meters above the ground. The third drop is leaving the tap at instant the first drop touches the ground. How far above the ground is second drop at that instant? Okay, so what is the question? There is a tap is there. Okay, this tap is how much distance from the ground? That is 5 meter distance from the ground. Regular intervals, the water drops are to be coming. Okay, so what they told? The first drop touches the ground. What is the initial velocity? U is equal to 0, T is equal to 0. Okay, when the first ball touches the ground, that time the third ball is to be falling. Okay, that means in between there is one more drop also of water. Okay, so we need to find out what is the, in that instant, what is the height from the ground at which the second drop. Okay, clear? So first I am going to find out what time will take a first ball to reach the ground. Okay, so that means S is equal to ut plus half gt square. This is a motion under gravity. S is equal to how much? That is 5 meter, and u is equal to 0, so this time is 0, and g value is to be 10 into t value. What about the t? Time is to be, we need to find it. So t square. This is 5 you will get. So 5 here, 5 t square. 5 by cancel. So t square is equal to 1. So t is equal to 1 second. So the third water droplet dropping after 1 second. That means the second water droplets dropping after half second. Okay, after half second, what is the distance is to be covered, distance from which the second drop we need to find. So after 0.5 second, the distance covered by the second droplet I am taken as h I am taking. Okay, so h is equal to what I will get? That is half into gt square. Okay, that is half into g value is 10 into 0.5 into 0.5. Okay, so here how much you will get this? This is to be, so here 5 you will get, 5 into 0.25 you will get. That is how much? That is 1.25. So h is equal to 1.25. So distance covered by the second ball is 1.25. So the total height is 5 meters. So x is equal to how much? You get 5 minus 1.25. That is x is equal to 3.75 meter. That means the second ball is 3.75 meter height from the ground. Okay, this is about type 8.